What's up guys, this is Retro Collector 101 back here with another video, and in this video I'll be reviewing the iPod Classic 5th Gen in 2021. So throughout this video I'll be going through the features of this iPod and to see whether you guys should buy it right now. So without further ado, why don't we jump straight into the video. The iPod Classic 5th Gen was released in 2005, and this iPod was very special because it could play videos. Not only could it play videos, but it could also play some basic games and could store your photos and play music like the previous generation. Lastly, the panel on this device is only 320 by 240, which is not so impressive in today's standards, but at the time it did get the job done. Overall, video quality on this device isn't so great, but you gotta give it some credit since it is about 15 years old. So overall, I'd give it the thumbs up since it is still usable today. Now that you know about the iPod Classic 5th Gen's video capabilities and a bit of its game capabilities, why don't we talk about what it's actually great at, which is music. If you didn't know, the iPod Classic 5th Gen is very special because I personally think that it does have the best audio quality compared to every other iPod, even the iPod Classics that are newer, and even the future iPhones. This is because it has a special DAC called Wolfson DAC and is from Wolfson, and it is very special because this was the last iPod that actually used that DAC. No one really knows why Apple decided to cheap out on the DAC and move to a different type, but what we all know is that the Wolfson DAC does sound a lot better than the newer DAC. With that being said, this iPod is the last one using it, which means that these future iPhones do not actually use this DAC. Even though it is not really noticeable on the Apple earphones, I do have to say that when you use higher quality headphones, it is very noticeable, especially if you're an audiophile. Now, I have actually been using this 20GB iPod Classic 5th Gen for a while now. It's actually been a few months, and I've got to say, I've come to really enjoy it. Obviously, the process of downloading music on this thing was very tedious and did take me a few hours on end to download about 5 gigabytes worth of quality music. But after I did that, I used the music for a long time and I've really come to enjoy it. Now, when I put on my Apple earphones and try to listen to the iPhone, I just gotta say, it's nothing compared to this relic that's about 15 years old, which is very impressive. That being said though, one thing that I did notice was a bit of a problem for these iPods was the battery life. Now, if you get a used one, chances are that the battery life is terrible, and that's mainly because the iPod Classic 5th Gen is very old. And if you did not know, batteries just degrade over time and just lose those electrons and just don't transfer it fast enough, which is why the batteries degrade. Now, the easy thing is that these batteries are super easy to swap out. Now, I may have messed up the first time when I was trying to change the batteries. May have been a bit of my fault, but after that, I did find it very easy. And now that I put a new battery inside, I can use this thing for 5 to 10 hours without it dying, which is just insane. Now lastly, you can find this iPod Classic 5th Gen for about $50 to $60 USD, or actually Canadian. USD, it's maybe around $40, $45 maybe. It really depends. One tip I do suggest to you guys who would like to find this is to actually make an offer, because you can actually get these things for a lot cheaper if you just take your time and do that step. I saved about $20 Canadian just by making an offer, and yes, I do live in Canada if you are new to the channel. But finally, is this device worth it in 2021, and should you buy it? Well, it's not so easy to say, but I gotta admit, if you are an audiophile who really likes your audio when you're listening to music, and if you can really tell that difference between bad quality music and good quality sound, then I do suggest this iPod. Now, obviously, it is a bit of a relic, and there are very modern devices out there that are totally meant for playing music, like the new Sony Walkmans, but this is definitely a lot cheaper than those, which is why I do suggest it to those audiophiles. But if you do not really tell the difference between good and bad audio, then I do not suggest this at all to you guys. I know you guys may find this thing pretty dang interesting, but after you purchase it, it might be gathering up dust in your attic, which is why I just do not suggest this to those who are not audiophiles. But without further ado, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you like this content. Now, I noticed that you guys actually like my iPod videos, so if you want to see more in the future, maybe on how to fix them and stuff like that, then please hit the subscribe button and tell me in the comment section below. Subscriptions really help a lot, and I am so close to 500, just about 140 away. It may not seem much or 160 away. It may not seem much to you guys, but trust me, each subscriber counts. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching the video, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye.